Okay, so are you clear with this question? 1st September 2023 was the notice like to present at before income tax department, but there was a public holiday declared by the government, so you presented by 2nd September 2023. And let me tell you guys, there are so many provisions in the law, like various of the act, like GST Act of Mando, Companies Act Mando. There is the Income Tax Act is there, FEMA, Reserve Bank of India, where sometimes some people are summoned, you understand, some people are called up. But here the question comes is like, what if on that day some holidays have fallen? And if you just comply the provision at the next day, is it valid compliance or not? So section 10 answers this point. What section 10 says? Section 10 is stating like this, that under certain circumstances, if you are asked to, or you are directed, or you are allowed to do something, got it, or you are called up by any court or at any office at one particular day or within prescribed time, but what if the court or the office was closed at that day? Do you understand? Due to some holiday. So law says that, here section 10 says that the compliances would be considered as valid if you attend it at what day, bacha? It is the word, at what day? Next day. Am I clear? So ultimately section 10 is trying to say that there was some time limit was provided, and during that time the office itself was closed. You tell me guys, on the 1st September when it is declared as the government holiday, do you really expect the income tax offices to run on that day? Answer is no. So if you are attending that on the next day, it would be considered as what? Valid compliance, and no penalty can be imposed, nothing can be imposed. And where it is mentioned? Section 10. Just a second. Now is it visible? Just a second. Okay. So guys, what should be the answer of this question here? Guys, yes, it is valid compliance. Okay. Now let's come to the section 11. Section 11 is talking about the measurement of distances. Section 11. This is already asked in exam. Guys, question is going like this. Suppose there are some government projects, alright, where it was agreed that your payment shall be kilometers between Bangalore and Mysore multiply by 3000. This is what is the contract. This is what is the law says, that remuneration what will be paid will be what? Number of kilometers multiplied by 3000. Now what happened, unfortunately, हुआ क्या वो देखिए आप. There are three different ways to reach from Bangalore to Mysore. First way is coming up with the 180 kilometers. Other way is coming with the 120 kilometers, and one is the very long, because you have to take a lot of zigs and zags. So it is coming around somewhere around 220. So as being the company, which kilometers you would like to take? 220 obviously, because if you see, if 180 is taken, then your total payment is 5.4 lakhs. According to the second one, only 3.6. But if you take the third one, your payment would be 6.6 lakhs. So definitely, as being the company, which one you would like to take? And answer to that question is always you want to take high. So what's the high amount here? 6.6 lakhs. So that's what the question is. There's a confusion, isn't it a confusion? So if any act talks about the measurement of distances, how will you do it if that act particular is silent about it? So they have said that if there is a confusion regarding measurement of distance, in any contract, in any agreement, in any law, then you have to follow section 11. Which section you need to follow, बच्चों? आपको section 11 follow करनी है. अब section 11 क्या कहता है? Section 11 says that distance will be neither 180 nor 120 nor 220. वो कुछ और ही formula बताता है. It says that there are two types of planes are available. What are the planes? Horizontal plane and vertical planes. So try to understand. This is known as the vertical plane, and this is known as what? Horizontal plane. So they are saying like this, that don't go zigs, don't go zags, don't go twists, don't go turns. Take Bangalore point and take what? Mysore point. In straight horizontal plane, straight you understand, straight horizontal plane, how much distance is coming, whatever distance is coming, that will be your actual distance. Because you know, while you're driving a car and while you're riding the helicopter, where you will find the last distance? Where you will find the last distance? Answer would be definitely while riding the helicopter, you will always find the last distance. Why? Because it is always going to the straight. So that straightward you have to say no hurdles, no right turns, no left turns, nothing like that. So is it possible when I take the horizontal distance, it may come around just 80 kilometers, 80 to kuch kam ho jayega, approximately around let's say 110 or let's say 95. Assume. Got it? So straight में 95 आ रहे because we are not covering up the twists and turns. So answer to this question would be 95. I hope I'm clear. So let me read, guys, what is written over here. If the measurement of any distance for the purpose of any central act or the regulation made after the commencement, don't read this because this is the common line what is happening. That means after the introduction of the General Clauses Act 1897, if any confusion arises regarding what? Regarding measurement of distances. So until the law itself has some other intentions, it shall be measured in a straight line on a horizontal plane. So please underline this word. It may be there for the MCQ also, so you should not get confused. Am I clear? You should not get confused. Okay. Then we are moving towards, I would say, section 12. Do you understand now in what sense I would say this GC is written? If the law is confused about certain treatments, then the treatments what are given in? You tell me, the treatments what are given in? Treatments what are given in? The GCA will be applicable. Okay. Next is the section 12, what is talking about duty to be taken pro rata in enactments. What do you mean by this? Duty to be taken pro rata in enactments. What do you mean by this? Duty to be taken pro rata in enactments. क्या मतलब हुआ इस चीज का? आइए बात करते हैं यहाँ पे. Let's take the question here. जो क्वेश्चन दे रहा है उसको लिख लेना. अभी तक ये एग्जाम में नहीं आया बट आ सकता है. It is going like this. Suppose in the year of 1718. In the year of 1718, you made some production amounting to rupees 500 crores. So all of you know, guys, if you have produced the goods of the 500 crores, 20% is the excise duty. Tell me, bacha, what is your total excise tax you need to pay to the government is the 100 crores. Is it clear? And you have paid to the government. Unfortunately, now the excise department raided. क्या किया? अरे बोलो भाई, raid किया. But this raid happened in the year of, let's say, I would say 2022, 2023. How many years after raid happened? 6 years, maybe 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, 23. 5 years after the passing production, raid hua. And it was found during the raid that 300 crore rupees production remained undisclosed. Can I say the quantity of the production got increased now? It is called the black, like something what you did but you didn't disclose to the books, and therefore it was remained out of the scope of the tax calculation. अब मेरा सवाल इतना ही है, during that time the rate of duty was 20%, but right now the rate of duty is 30%. My simple question to you guys, on these 300 crores, which rate would be applicable? Definitely you have to pay what the taxes. But the tax will be paid on what rate? At the rate of 20, or you have to pay on the rate of 30? 30 is the existing and it is detected in the current year. हाँ है ना? अरे बोलो तो बड़ा 30 or 20? This is the answer की what should be taken? 30 or 20? Answer to this question is 30. Am I clear? Okay. उसके आगे लिखा दो. What? 20. So answer to this question is it is 20%. Why? If you read guys the section 12 clearly likha hai that whatever enactment is force and any duty of customs, excise or any other nature, whether I am talking about GST, VAT, service tax, is leviable on any given quantity. Alright, just because of the quantity difference, weight difference, measurement difference, or in fact the value also changed, or any merchandise, then all like duty is leviable. But this word is very important. All like duty is leviable according to the same rate on any greater or less quantity. So beta क्या हुआ इसका मतलब? If it is increasing or decreasing, you have to pay a like same kind of duty, no change. So guys, you tell me this production belong to which year? 2022-3 or 17-18? तो 17-18 में जो रेट था आपको वो लेना है. So subsequent fluctuations you should not consider. That is what a message section 12 wants to shoot here. नहीं समझे? Everyone understood? Okay, another way if I want to tell you, let's say you bought the goods of 100 crores. When you bought, the GST rate was 18%. Now you returned, let's say 30 crore rupees goods. You know guys, when it is returned, GST needs to be reversed. अरे बाप रे, IDT में पढ़ा होना चाहिए आप लोगों ने. क्रेडिट नोट जब इश्यू होता है तो भी GST रिटर्न होता है नहीं होता? When sales made, you charge 18%. When there is a sales return, you have to reverse the tax up to the extent of the returns. Yes or no? तो आपको वो reverse करना पड़ेगा. So my question is, at the time of buying the sales, rate of duty was 18%. At the time of returning, the rate of duty is, you can take more or less, anything. Let's say rate of duty is 24%. So which duty will be reversed? 18% will be reversed or new 24% is reversed? Come on, this 30 is nothing but the part of the original 100. Arre bolo, it's not a new transaction. It is a continuation of the same transaction, and that's why all like the same duty will be applicable, and that's the old rate, and that's nothing but the 18%. Yes or no? Good. So I have the two examples to say here. Example number 22 and example number 23. Let's see what they are trying to say. Whereas several debtors are liable for the whole debt, and each is liable for his own share on proportion only, they are said to be bound pro rata. Just a second. नहीं, एग्जाम्पल नहीं है, ठीक है. प्रो रेटा का मतलब प्रोपोर्शनेट क्या होता है? तो हमको भी पता है. व्हेन everyone is bound to pay some liability on what basis? Proportion. उसको हम प्रो रेटा कहेंगे. आगे बढ़ते हैं. When the company pays dividends to its shareholders, each investor is paid according to the holdings. If company has 100 shares outstanding, for example, and issues a dividend of ₹2 per share, the total amount will be 100 into 2 comes to 200. No matter how many shareholders there are, the total dividend payments cannot exceed this limit. In this case 200 is, तो ठीक है, वो तो हमको पता ही है, वो तो हमको पता ही है. Yeah, in what context it is like this? देखो इसका एक मीनिंग ये भी होता है कि once some common rate is applicable on one quantity, on all the quantity the same rate of duty will be applicable. If on the clothes 5% is the GST, so on all the clothes in the same class, common 5% would be there. No matter quantity is increasing or decreasing, doesn't matter. But इसमें एक बात ध्यान रखो, if the transaction belongs to what? So in so particular year where the duty was different, and that year's quantity is getting up and down. You cannot take the current year's duty, you have to take the same duty of that particular year. Am I clear in everyone's mind? Good. Section 13, if you remember, while teaching the last session, I have already explained gender and number. Did I say whenever the word feminine is used, it also includes the gender masculine? Did we do that or not? Number की बात करो, if plural is written, it also implies singular. अगर singular लिखा है तो वो plural को भी वहाँ पे बांधता है. बेटा, am I clear to everyone? Come on, I am asking you. So words importing the masculine gender shall be taken into include females also, and word singular shall also include the plural and vice versa. उसका एग्जाम्पल मैंने लास्ट सेशन में दिया था. Do you want me to get more explanation? If law says that he shall be punished, but what if, let's say, Bhavna has committed a crime? Can she argue like this, saying the law written he shall be punished, but I am not he, I am she? So how can you punish me? Come on guys, it is senseless. Nonsense, isn't it? Good. So guys, I hope all the sections from section 5 to section 13 are clear in everyone's mind. Bolo. Clear? So now we are moving towards the section 14 to 19. Please put the heading. It is talking about power and functionaries. Do it. Power and functionaries. Power and functionaries. Start writing this. चलो एक diagram बना दिया powers and functionaries, which is talking from the section 14 to 19. Alright, so the first one what we have, it is section 14. What the 14 is talking about? 14 is talking about understand power confirmed to be accessible from time to time. This is what is your power to be exercised time to time, and this is 14. This is 14. Next one is 15. 15 talks about what? एक बार देख लो ऐसा हो तो power to appoint to include the power to appoint ex officio. तो यहाँ पे जो word आएगा वो है power to appoint in the name of ex officio. Power to appoint to include the power to suspend or dismiss. ये मैंने कल पढ़ा दिया था अगर आपको याद है तो. जिसके पास अपॉइंटमेंट की पावर होती है, इम्प्लाइड उसी के पास सस्पेंड की और डिसमिस करने की भी पावर होती है. मैंने एक स्कूल का एग्जांपल दिया था शायद. अरे भाई, भावना को ये लोग आप थे, इन लोग आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. पावर टू अपॉइंट ऑल्सो इंक्लूड्स व्हाट? पावर टू सस्पेंड और डिसमिस. ओके, मैं उधर नहीं लिख रहा, इधर से अपन देख लेते. ठीक है. Substitution of the functionaries, section 17. Right on. Substitution of the functionaries, section 17. Successors, section 18. Official chiefs and the subordinates, section 19. Official chiefs and subordinates. शुरू करें. Okay guys, did you see the first chapter about, it was about what? First chapter किसके बारे में था? General rules of interpretation के बारे में था. General rule of interpretation के बारे में था. Where we learned the effect of repeal, references, measurement of distances, computation of time, gender, numbers, etc. Now section 8 is talking about the functionaries. अब देखो functionaries, what do you mean by functionary? अभी सबसे पहले functionary का मतलब समझिए. Term functionary stands for what here? You see, every department, government department has lots of officers. अरे बोलो भाई, जूनियर्स, सीनियर्स, डेप्यूटीज होते हैं नहीं होते भाई, उसकी एक हायरार्की होती है, लोअर देन अबव देन अबव देन अबव देन अबव देन लाइक दिस। एक पूरा फंक्शनरीज होती है, पूरी मशीनरी होती है। सो समटाइम्स दे आर कंफ्यूज्ड। Let's say senior has given some order, but junior is not following on some basis, on some arguments. So what law talks on those orders? What law talks on certain confusions regarding that functionaries and the powers? तो यहाँ पे कुछ बातें कही गई हैं on that basis. So far this chapter is concerned in exam अभी तक कुछ भी नहीं पूछा गया, but I'm not sure that they can ask in future or not. So we have to be prepared from all the ways. First of all, section 14 क्या लिखा है? Power confirmed, conferred to be exercisable from time to time. All right. So what happened at one day, Sparsh received the notice from the GST department stating that we have. Are you all right, Dhanush? Are you all right? बेटा आप ये जो है ना, हार्ट, योर हार्ट इज ओके ना बेटा, उसको पानी दो। हाँ, ओके, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड बिकॉज़ सम पीपल हैव द रिवर्स body type, like where heart instead of here they have here. Like that is possible. Did you see that? Instead of here the heart is here, the lungs instead of here it is here. पूरा लेफ्ट राइट हो जाता है, राइट लेफ्ट हो जाता है, ऐसा पॉसिबल है बायोलॉजी में। But I don't want to go into that. Understand this point. Power confirmed to be exercisable from time to time. Section 14. 1-4. तो स्पर्श को एक जीएसटी का नोटिस मिला where he was asked to pay 100 crore rupees. He was asked to pay what? 100 crore rupees. He was asked to pay what? 100 crore rupees. स्पर्श ने क्या कहा? Why only me? Paras has also made the same mistake. You also issue notice to him. But as being the GST commissioner, I didn't do that. I just targeted Sparsh and didn't target Paras. So in the court, he argued that this is unfair. If I got punished, Paras has made the same mistake. He should also get punished. This is unfair. Guys, do you have right to argue like this? Do you have? Like, can you teach the officer how and when to exercise the power? Or it is his sole power to go for? Tell me. क्या आप उसको बता सकते हो कि पावर कैसे इस्तेमाल करनी है? Once the power is granted, it is his choice either to exercise the power or not to exercise the power. You do not have right to tell him, do like this, do like that. Whether section 14 is clear? अरे बोलो भाई, तो उसमें कुछ ज्यादा नहीं, जो भी पावर दिया गया है वो टाइम टू टाइम उसको ऑफिसर को जैसे यूज करना हो वैसे करेगा. यू डू नॉट हैव राइट टू से हिम डू लाइक दिस और डू लाइक दैट. यू डोंट हैव राइट टू टीच हिम व्हेन टू यूज द पावर्स. यू कांट डू दिस. आपके पास कोई पावर नहीं है, आपके पास कोई अधिकार नहीं है. Do you get me what I am saying? After that, the next is the section 15. ये काफी important है because here the word written power to appoint to include the power to appoint ex officio. So what is the meaning of ex officio first of all? So write down guys, ex officio means in the name of position, designation. In the name of what? In the name of what? Position, designation. सपोज देखो, इसको हम छोटे से एग्जाम्पल से लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल राइट नाउ भावेश सर इज कंडक्टिंग सम सेमिनार फॉर द CA स्टूडेंट्स. सो दे अनाउंस्ड इन ऑल ऑफ योर क्लासेस स्टेटिंग दैट ऑल दो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर pursuing CA inter exam. Which exam बच्चों? CA exam. They are called upon to gather in the classroom 205 at 11 o'clock. बट क्या यहाँ पे अनाउंसमेंट आई बताओ? ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ CA इंटर नीड टू गेट गैदर्ड in class number 205 at 11 o'clock. So Dhanush got hurt by this. Dhanush didn't attend. Sir asked him, Dhanush, why didn't you appear? Dhanush's arguments was very weird. He said, Sir, you didn't invite me. Sir said, come on, I invited to all the CNT students. No, sir, you didn't invite me specifically. My name was not there. Guys, once I use the designation, all the CNT students, do I need to call you then individually? Or calling out all the designations is the sufficient order, sufficient notice. So this provision is trying to say sometimes you are not called out, you are not ordered, you are not notified in your individual name, but you are notified in what? In your designation. Look, if I talk about the income tax department, there are so many designations. Let me tell you guys, income tax officers, investigation officers, commissioner of the income tax, deputy commissioner of the income tax, assistant commissioner of the income tax, joint commissioner of the income tax, chairman of the CBDT. Yes or no? There are so many designations. Today, if the joint commissioner of income tax states like this, that it is mandatory for all the income tax officers to join this training, to join this, come on guys, to join this training. Can you argue like this that I will not go? The reason is my name is not there. Your name is supposed to be there, or designation is more than sufficient? Answer me. Designation is more than sufficient. Guys, this logic is very common sense. And the same is provided under section 15 of the Act. So sometimes instead of taking the individual names, if the orders, commands, notices had been issued in the name of designations, it would be valid. No one can raise the objection that why the names are not written. You cannot force the government officers to name the names. I hope you are understanding this. Come on, बच्चे समझ में आ रही बात है? Read section 15 once, guys. This is what it exactly written here. And then, okay, please. एक बार इसे पढ़ लीजिए. I hope the fonts are visible. देख लीजिए उसको. Pardon? In the name of designation. For example, what is my designation? CA. My designation is chartered accountant. What if today government says that all the chartered accountants are instructed or are ordered to complete these many training hours compulsory under so and so offices of the government? So can I take the defense like say that I will not go? The reason is I am not individually notified. Once some instructions are given to some designations, it is applicable to all the people who are holding the designation. Am I clear? ठीक है. Anything. Ex officio का मतलब होता है designation. तो अगर किसी भी designation से notice issue हुआ, आप ये objection नहीं ले सकते. My name is not there, so I won't follow this. That's why I give the example. Suppose some instructions are coming from the HOD that you need to get gathered in the ODI, all the section A and section B students. Even if your names are not called out, you have to be there because your designation is student of section A or section B, whatever. So your student of section A, that is your ex officio. Student of second year become F&A section B, that is your ex officio. Am I clear? Good. Section 16. Guys, section 16 I want to skip. I don't want to discuss this because that is already done in the previous class. Anyone who has appointed you and the same party dismisses you, suspends you, you do not have right, come on guys, you do not have right to say that this is invalid, because you have only right to appoint and you do not have right to suspend. I want to tell you guys, right to appoint automatically includes dismiss or terminate. Am I clear? फिर एक बार section 16 को पढ़ लो. उसके बाद I would go to section 17. कुछ लोगों को लगेगा कि oh God, 30 sections are there, when we will complete it. कुछ है इसमें, खड़ा कर चल रहा है यहाँ पे. But are you getting me? In fact, the study material doesn't have more examples to say why. इतने ज़्यादा examples है ही नहीं. तो कहाँ से लाओगे? Reddit 16
miscellaneous extra. ಇವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅವರಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ Speak of the A, but the topic of the G. First, second, the fourth because the meaning. One to two break English. Yeah, C. ನಮ್ದೇ ನಮ್ದೇನಾಯ್ತು
Today, tomorrow I'm planning. I'll tell you today. But my planning is let me complete a small chapters. And FEMA and NLP and those complete government jobs there's so many students, and I doubt some of them may not join. So I want to go for the recordings and I will. That's what my plan is. No. Class में discuss करो या फिर recording?
Sir, no recording, sir, please. Recording is no recording.
No recording. ठीक है यार, काम करते हैं विषय. After completing this, tell the students tomorrow we are starting Foreign Exchange Management Act. आज ये खत्म हो जाएगा. ठीक है. LLP I am not going to go in detail. Just 1 or 2 hours discussion. That's all because already you've done it. Foundation and that's a repetition. If in fact you see comparisons, the pages are same. तो मिल जाएगा, सब कुछ मिलेगा, लेकिन वो फाउंडेशन का है. बट इट्स फाइन, यू विल गेट इट, नो इशू. ठीक है, मिल जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, तो कल से FEMA है. यू इंस्ट्रक्ट टू, इनफैक्ट आई विल एक काम करो, some of you take the responsibility. मैं भी कृतिका मैम से बात करूंगा, आप भी बोल देना. Officially she will announce in the group that anyone, because recently whosoever like wants to attend, कल से FEMA शुरू होने वाला है. और maybe in 4th BCom I may start after mid-sem, so it will take some time. And उससे पहले I would like to start in class itself. ठीक है. शुरू करें अभी? गुड. Now, let's just a second. Section 17. You tell me, guys, when this law was enforced? Anyone has any idea? 1897. So almost around more than, if I'm not wrong, 120 years approx. Come on. During that time, technology was not there. And the Britishers were in the bureaucracy, like they were the IS officers, they were the collectors, they were everywhere, everything. So what they were used to do sometimes while issuing the notices, they were forgetting to enter the names. Right? For example, collector of the district of Mysore has ordered to pay this much amount to the government. Order कैसे आया था? आप समझ रहे हो? Collector of Mysore, Deputy Commissioner of Mysore, Income Tax Commissioner of Mangaluru. Okay, what is missing in this orders? Right now, whatever examples I am trying to give, you will tell me one thing, but what is missing here? The missing things is they are issued in the name of designations, not in the individual names. So today I am CA Chirag Akhani, I am issuing one order in the position of the Commissioner of Income Tax, stating that I, Commissioner of Income Tax, order you to submit these documents on so and so time. You tell me one thing, is this notice valid or void? Can you just say like this, that this notice is issued without mentioning the name of officer? Guys, name is important or the designation is important? Where is the power? Manmohan Singh didn't have power. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had the power. So designation matter रखता है. आप उस बात को समझिए. And therefore, this section 17 is clarifying that until and unless that act itself specifies any notice, any notification, any order issued in the name of functionaries, in the name of what? Functionaries, without mentioning the name, then my dear students, it shall be considered as the valid order, valid notice, and nobody has the right to excuse that. Why did you give in the name of function? Why did you give in the name of the office? Why did you give it in the name of the designation? And why your name is not appearing? That is not necessary. That is not necessary. If it is signed by the proper officer. Do you get what I am saying? क्या मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है बेटा? अरे बोलो भाई, क्या मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है? गुड. सेक्शन 15 और इसमें बहुत फर्क है. इसमें सेक्शन 17 ये कहता है कि ऑर्डर कौन देगा. तो देने वाले का जो ऑर्डर है वो डेजिग्नेशन के नाम पे हो सकता है. सेक्शन 16 ये कहता है कि जिसने ऑर्डर रिसीव किया वो आपके नाम पे ना हो लेकिन आपके डेजिग्नेशन के नाम पे हो तो भी चलेगा. तो एक में रिसिप्ट की बात है, एक में देने वाले की बात है. ये मेजर डिफरेंस है. देखो ये लिखा है, it shall be sufficient for the purpose of indicating the application of a law to every person or any person. ठीक है? If the person who is executing the functions, right, if he just gives his what? Official title. वो क्या दे अपना? Come on guys, अपना क्या दे? Instead of name, what he gives? Official title. I'm the Prime Minister of India, instructs to do like this. You need to say that I'm Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. वैल्यू किसकी है बच्चा? प्राइम मिनिस्टर की है. देखो आप चाहे इस बात को माने या ना माने, टुडे इफ आई गिव सम मोटिवेशन एंड भावेश राजा ने गिव सम मोटिवेशन, फर्क होगा. रीजन क्या है? Designation. If Biju sir gives some speech, then Father VC, sorry I should not say this, no matter how बकवास speech is, लेकिन फिर भी VC साहब है. किसी की हिम्मत है जो ऑडिटोरियम में चूचा भी कर ले? नहीं बेटा, जो औकात होती है ना, डेजिग्नेशन वहां से आती है. You tell me one thing. You are in the office of the chartered accountant. You are in the office of CA. You have more knowledge than a chartered accountant, your boss, under which you are doing your articleship. But still, where the client wants to go to prefer, he prefers to go to your boss, not to. आप इधर सस्ते में मैं दूंगा एडवाइस, आपकी एडवाइस नहीं चाहिए. क्यों नहीं चाहिए? आप अभी उस औकात में नहीं पहुंचे. नो मैटर योर एडवाइसेस आर परफेक्टली फाइन, यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ द 15 years, बट द पॉइंट इज you won't be considered as serious as the boss, because boss के नाम के आगे दो शब्द है CA. आपको पता होगा अगर CA गलत एडवाइस भी देते, क्या एडवाइस देते? रॉन्ग एडवाइस. Still the clients are accepting with a happy smile. Wow, sir has given us the advice. सर ने हमको एडवाइस दी, क्या बात है, मजा आ गया, बात. हाँ ये होता है भाई, आप इस चीज को मानिए, एक्सेप्ट कीजिए. ऑलराइट, डू गेट मी व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? ठीक है. सक्सेसर्स. ये बंद नहीं होगा आज. Section 18 is talking about successors. Now what is about the term successors? बात समझिए. Let me directly start with the question. ठीक है? There was one municipal corporation, and everyone knows that municipal corporation are run by the members, and members always get elected due to some local elections, जिसको अपन municipal elections कहते हैं. Corporators maybe they are voting and they are constructing the body of the management. Yes sir. Suddenly earlier there was Congress in Karnataka. Unfortunately Congress lost. Who came on charge? BJP. So right now who is managing the municipal corporation? BBMP को अब कौन? BBMP का फुल फॉर्म क्या होता है? बृहद बैंगलोर महानगर पालिका. तो मेरा एक बात समझिए, राइट नाउ BBMP earlier was run by Congress party, but now the members of BJP are there. But during the Congress ruling since last 5 years, BBMP is facing the 30 cases, serious allegations including corruption. Now new management body received a notice from the court stating that you are answerable to these queries. Do you know what was the answer? Sir, everything what you are saying to us now, but we want to inform you that was done by our previous members. We are new one, so please don't ask us, ask to our previous member. Is this answer proper according to section 18 of the GCA? आपने क्या कहा? हम तो नए लोग हैं भाई, पुराने लोगों ने करप्शन किया, हमको क्यों पूछ रहे हो आप? Guys, I'm asking you the another question. Please try to understand. There's a company. Earlier, board of directors was different. Now the board is different. What about the already continuing cases? Can new board answers like this? We are not answerable to the cases. The reason is these cases had been filed during the time of the old management, and we are not the old management. We are the new management. Can you give these kinds of excuses to the court?
No.
आप ऐसी argue कर सकते हैं. Answer to this question is no, you can't. इसी को तो सक्सेशन कहते हैं. The term succession stands for members may keep on changing, but assets and liabilities remain as it is. Yes or no? So let's say guys, there is one body in the government. Got it? Old member goes out. In place of him, some new member comes in. So all Old cases, old responsibilities, accountabilities, liabilities will continue as it is, rights will continue as it is. Do you understand? While doing the Companies Act, you might have faced a lot of cases where the cases had been filed against the Commissioner of Income Tax. Earlier, Sunil Amlani was Commissioner of Income Tax. Now, Chirag Khan is Commissioner of Income Tax. Am I answerable to the court cases or not? Answer is absolutely yes. This is the no point is known as the perpetual succession या उसको कहते हैं law of succession. I hope you understand it. Doctrine or the principle of succession. भाई समझ में आ रही है बात है? Yes or no? So member may come in, member may go out, but the position remains same. The position remains same. Responsibility, liabilities remain same. You cannot answer like this. I was not present, so I won't answer. Come on, guys. You are responsible. Am I clear? Good. After successors, let's come to this point: official chiefs and the subordinates. Guys, ये काफी खूबसूरत point है section 19, and I guess section 19 is the last topic for this chapter. After then we are moving towards the 20 to 24. What is section 19 is trying to say? You tell me, guys. Every match what you see has two captains. First is the main captain and second is vice captain. Tell me, what is the duty of the vice captain? If the captain is unable to attend the match, instead of not present, I would like to use the word unable to attend. He is present, but still sometimes he doesn't attend. Yes or no? So vice captain would take over the charge. Decisions taken by vice captain, can I say it is considered as good as the decisions taken by captain? Guys, do you find these kinds of facilities in the government also? Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, President, Vice President. तो भाई ये Vice, Deputy ये क्यों? बेटा ये जो चीज़ है ना उसको अपन कहते हैं backups. Backup आप समझ रहे हो? What if the today suppose Prime Minister, Chief Minister, or any other officer or President of India decide to go for the vacation for 20 days vacation. So during the vacation for those 20 days, who will handle the country? Country को कौन handle करे? So vice deputy will come, and this section 19 is trying to say only one thing: decisions taken by such deputies would be considered as good as taken by that main designation. Do you agree with that?
So, but it isn't the final decision.
Yeah, that would be final. Of course, that would be final. His signature would be, for example, let me tell you. Right now, who is the current Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka? Siddaramaiah. Okay. He's on deputation, and in place of him, let's say his close one, Mr. D.K. Shiv Kumar, was appointed as. Now, what happened? Siddaramaiah didn't want to give certain projects to Dhanush. In total 10,000 crore rupees project he applied to the government of the Karnataka. As soon as D.K. Shiv Kumar comes on charge, temporary period stands for just for 10 days, because for the 10 days Mr. Siddaramaiah is out of state and he has taken the official vacation just because of some surgery issue. He was in the hospital. So अब Dhanush क्या, as soon as he got the news that Mr. Siddaramaiah is flying to Germany for some surgery, धनुष भागता भागता डी के शिव कुमार के पास गया और बोला क्या भाई प्लीज अप्रूव माय प्रोजेक्ट्स. And D.K. Shiv Kumar, without thinking once, signed all the projects. Guys, my question to you is like signature by Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shiv Kumar. Can I consider this as good as signed by the Chief Minister of the state? And if it is the signed by the Chief Minister of the state, it is approved by the state of Karnataka. And if it is approved by the state of Karnataka, when Mr. Siddaramaiah comes back to the charge and the position, can he say like this, sorry, as the signature was done by D.K. Shiv Kumar, not by me, I won't accept this decision? Can he argue like this? No, my dear students, it is the decision of the state. Now, that's the power of official chiefs and the subordinates. Do you know in the section 19 which word I like the most? मुझे सबसे ज्यादा जो word अच्छा लगता है ना वो ये word लगता है, deputation. Can you find the word deputy here? This one. So functions lawfully performed by deputies or the subordinates in place of the main would be considered as good as by them. So understand, if later on guys some corruption charges are there, Mr. Siddha Rama is answerable. Why? Can we say like this, it was done by D.K. Shiv Kumar, so I won't answer? You can't say. You can't say. Okay. In KG Krishnavya versus State 1959, it was held that it is not essential that same statutory authority that initiated a scheme under the Road Transport Corporation Act should also implement it. It is open to the successor authority to implement or continue to the same.
So what is AIR?
Pardon?
AIR 19.
All
Yeah.
India records. It is a library in the court where you can go and pick up the details about the case study, arguments and decisions and everything. वरना फिर आप जज कैसे करोगे? जजमेंट देना है ना आप लोगों को, कैसे आप जजमेंट दोगे? डू यू गेट मी व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? भाई मेरी बातें समझ में आ रही है? इस केस में ये कहा गया है that earlier authority was different, now the authority is same. Earlier authority was different, now the authority is. Can you argue like this, that earlier the tender was approved, but as soon as the government changes, tender is rejected? So can you say no, already it was approved by the government, so you can't take it back? He can take. You do have the right to claim the compensation, but you cannot say I will continue with the tender. And generally it happens. Do you know when Congress came in charge in Karnataka, what was the first step they have done? They have cancelled all the tenders, not all, but majority of the tenders which was approved to BJP supporters. And if you want continuation, you have to pay me a huge cut under the table. Look, I'm not saying the government of Karnataka is corrupt, but some people are always there in the state. Come on guys, I'm not in the position to accept that government is working corruption less. Not even this Gujarat, Maharashtra, Bengal, you take anything. पैसे सबको अच्छे लगते हैं, and therefore you need chartered accountants to manage that money. तो आज मुझे बताने दो बच्चा, अगर आपको पैसा कमाना है, don't try to manage white money, try to manage. देखो बेटा फिर पैसा ही पैसा होता है. Your salary you can't even imagine. Going to the next level. Going to the next level. Am I clear? All right. So fine guys, this is what I would say the end of the chapter number 2, and now I would like to start with the provisions as to orders, rules, etc. under the enactment. It's starting from section 20 to 24, and then after that the miscellaneous, which is starting from 25 to 30, and I would say chapters would get over, and then the definition part is pending. Once I complete the definition, this GCA will get over. Somebody requested, like Suresh requested, they need break at 1. So abhi break chahiye if you are hungry. Right now we are meeting exactly at 1:45.
Sir, no sir, like we have match at 1:30, so 1 to 2 will be
1 to 2 will be better, because if I start this, I have a doubt would I be able to complete this or not. तो ठीक है भाई, तो 10 minutes की बात है, तो आप ठीक ले लो, 10 मिनट ज़्यादा थोड़ा. You come by 1:55 around, is fine. 1:55. चलेगा?
Sir, very first, our classes are all the session is playing, session is playing.
No, I understood. The thing is, why your class is not playing? What do you mean by that? Other students are there, na?
Yeah, like we are playing, but then we can't play them.
You have also participated.
No, I'm not playing.
So you would go to appreciate them.
Next session, then we should do second.
Second floor, yeah, but you have to ensure that the projector should be on, and please try to take this side only so that we can get the less echo resolution. अगर echo आ गया तो फिर आप समझो कि बीच में I'm sorry but for your kind information I couldn't record the second half of the interpretation of statutes and the beginning of because of some issues maybe. तो sometimes it happens, so ये देखो कि echo कम हो तो कम से कम ये आपको अच्छी तरीके से मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, थैंक यू बच्चों. टेक अ ब्रेक एंड वी विल मीट दैट.